Good morning, good morning. I think we're live. Are we live? Looks like there's a delay if we are. Here we go. There we are live. I was debating whether or not I was going to go live this morning. It's going to be a short morning. I got to go bring my daughter to hockey in about an hour, a little bit less than an hour. So it's going to be a short stream today. And I figured today would probably be kind of a choppy sideways day. So my plan here is to trade maybe the first half hour or so and then probably just call it a day. And I was just in a trade and got knocked out at break even right here. It's my first trade of the day. And because I'm only going to be trading, I guess, the first half hour or so, I'm trying to look for smaller targets just because I have a feeling it's going to be more of a range day, more of a sideways day. I know this move right here is actually really nice. This move down. I wish I would have been around for that, but I got up late today. But there's a nice delta squeeze right here. Just want to see what this one would have done. Looks like it ran 100 points. That would have been nice. Would have had to be up by 7:15 or so in order to catch that. But I got up late today, so. Hey, Jay Waz, good morning. So we will wait for the next one. Let's check out the news. I don't even know if there's any news today. I gotta refresh my screen. That's from Friday. There we go. Next medium impact news event is at 9 a.m. today, my time, Central Time. New home sales. Let's see what else we got. We got consumer confidence at 9. New home sales. And then nothing. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve, so there's probably not going to be anything going on tomorrow. I don't even know if the is the market open tomorrow? I guess I don't even know. If it is, it's probably a short day, half day. At 8:25 candle just kicked in. You know, that 8:25 candle always has an abrupt price change to it. I don't really know how to describe it, but it kind of always jostles the market in one direction. This time, it shot up. JWA says, it says futures are open until 1 p.m. Eastern. Christmas Eve. Okay. Not sure if I'm going to stream tomorrow. I might do a short one. We'll see. I haven't even looked at the higher time frames. Let's go ahead and check that out quick. On the hourly, looks like we are currently bullish. The delta is above the confirmation line. Confirmation line has a positive slope, so we're bullish there. On the 15, we are kind of neutral. Technically, we're bearish because the delta is under the confirmation line. So if the signal line pulls up here and ticks down, that's going to be pretty bearish. It's already pulled up and ticked down, so this could be, still could be a bigger down move to come. So I'll go ahead and flip that to bearish on the 15 and the 5. It's always kind of a pain in the ass to drag these things over here. The 5 minutes, the worst, because you gotta scroll so far. Anyway, 5 minute. Well, we were bearish here. See, after it crossed under the confirmation line, ticked down, that was nice bearish move down. But then we got back above, and then we went back below, and now we're ticking up above the delta, and the delta is positive. That's actually kind of bullish over there, so I'll leave that one as bullish. We got about 2 minutes until the open. We're back up there at the 200. We did take out the London session low, and we bounced off of the daily open. So tonight might be a green candle day for the daily candle. Got the VWAP sitting up here at 647.50. Got the open in about 8 seconds. Signal lines at the top of the indicator. We'll see if it wants to run up or if we pull back. Usually if the signal's on the top of the indicator, it wants to pull back. Maybe after it kisses VWAP there. All right, we just touched VWAP. Those Delta candles are pretty strong looking at the moment. So we did run all the way back up, actually closed above VWAP. So here we had our Delta cross over the confirmation line. We got a rising Delta. Not only is it rising, but it was rising with momentum. So this tick up above a rising Delta, which one is that? That is this one right here. Looks like that one definitely would have got 31 points out of it. Good morning, Ev. She's at work. Go find Jilly, okay? Is she down here? No? The one is definitely bullish at the moment. This candle right here at 821, right after I jumped on the stream, it's actually the one where I got stopped out at break even. That candle is the first and only tick up in the green zone above the Delta. So that one, you could have taken that one long too. And if you targeted VWAP, that would have been really nice. 54 points on that one. We did just take out that pivot high over here. At 672.25. It's looking a little heavy. I was going to say I kind of want to short that, but the shorting that does not agree currently with the cumulative delta, so I'm going to hold out for a long here. 1 second. Raphael, good morning. Sean Schroeder, never dabble with the impulse signals. Seems like they may just tell you what you already know. Are you talking about like this green triangle right here? Or are you talking about the impulsive breakout move from the playbook? It's still looking pretty heavy. It's our second lower high after this impulsive move up from that upper power zone. A little bit of bearish divergence on that last one too. Looks like we're trying to bounce off the 200 and the 20 right there. Could be trying to build a little bit of a bull flag here. We'll see. We are getting a tick up above a rising delta. This is also a bull flag breakout move potentially. I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. Just went long there. Now my stop is probably too small for this. My 4 times ATR is sitting at 88, so I'm sized down considerably here. And of course it took me out. So that bull flag breakout move was not it. It's still looking very heavy. These candles are enormous. Let's see, that last candle alone was 38 points, 152 ticks. You got to have a giant stop not to get stopped out on that. Impulse signals are set partway down on the cumulative delta settings. Oh, here, let's check that out. These impulse signals you're talking about. No, I don't really mess with those. Right? I haven't in a long time. I have in the past, but it says set the impulse length, low value returns, all impulses, even the smaller ones. High value returns more significant impulses. No, I haven't really messed with those. So I leave them turned off. This bull flag scenario is starting to play out again here. Not really a big fan of this setup though. Got a little bit of chop in here. Still looking pretty heavy. We have been bouncing on the session VWAP though. The orange line down there. I'm kind of chopping the 8 up here too. Chopping VWAP, chopping the 8. Delta starting to roll over. Go ahead and mark off the 15-minute range. Starting to break out of the bottom of the range. falling pretty aggressively now. Well, it looks like my initial intuition on that one to short it was right, even though the delta did not agree. After we took out that swing high, it just got really heavy. Back up to the range. Well, this earlier price action this morning was definitely a lot easier to trade. I wish I was up for that. This delta squeeze over here was a beautiful move down. So yeah, what's interesting here is we got a positive slope on the confirmation line. We had this impulsive move up. We're currently falling fairly aggressively, but usually in this scenario, that's not sustainable. So we'll probably end up getting a tick up down here in the lower power zone, and that's probably going to be a long. Unless that delta keeps falling really aggressively, gets underneath the confirmation line, and then if the signal pulls up and does, you know, one of these underneath the falling delta, maybe over here, then that could turn more bearish. So this might be one of those situations where we go long, and then if it turns, then we got to flip short. But I don't know, man. It's falling very aggressively. And we do have this order block down here that so far looks like we're bouncing off of. It's also the daily open. We'll see if we can hold there. Something down here is making a bunch of noise and it's bothered me. It's like a fan or something. It's rattling down there. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Well, Delta's under the confirmation line now. You know what this is starting to look more like to me? You know, I suspected today was going to be more of a sideways range day. We got the confirmation line right there in the middle of the screen. It would make sense to be a range situation. This might be the first entry of the range in that power zone. See if this range idea plays out. All right, I just went long on that tick up in the lower power zone. I'm long at 572.25. And I took profit already. Huh, that was fast. 31.25 points. La Hong Ting, good morning. Jaywaz, yeah, I saw that over the weekend. You know what was weird? I thought this was really weird. I think it was Wednesday. Maybe it was Thursday. I think it was Wednesday. I was sitting at like, I don't even want to say the word because I was sitting at like 299 and I said, "Hey, we just need like one more and we hit 300." And I don't know if the YouTube algorithm listens to that. I'm sure like everything is, being recorded and translated and everything, for the what do they call it? You can like read the text of like any video if you want to read the text. Anyway, so I said all we need is one more. And I was like sure that we were going to get one more, so I asked people to subscribe. And it just sat there at 299, but it sat there like the rest of the day, and the following day was still at 299. I was like, you got to be kidding me. So I think YouTube was like, oh, you can't do that. You can't ask people to do that. And I don't know. Maybe it's the conspiracy in me that's thinking that way. But it was so odd because most days it just keeps ticking up and up and up, And that day, the day that we were like right there on the edge of 300, it's like YouTube said nope. But over the weekend, we pushed over 300. The transcript, is that what they call it? The video transcript. Is there a video transcript you can read? I think there is somewhere. Anyway. Why does my screen say 2 wins? That's not 2 wins. It's supposed to say 1 win. I just corrected that. Well, looks like I should have just stayed into the next tick down. I was trying to be more conservative with that, but man, that thing ran 80 points since I got in. Yeah, looking at what the delta is doing right now, how it's swinging, and the confirmation line's right there in the middle of the indicator, that says range all over it. We're back inside that 15-minute range as well. Back to VWAP. G2, good morning. For those of you that came on late, I was explaining earlier that today's going to be a short day for me. I got to take my daughter to hockey here in about 15 minutes. So today will be a short stream. Tomorrow, I'm not sure if I'm going to stream or not. Tomorrow's a maybe. It's Christmas Eve tomorrow. Looks like that news is in. The spread did get pretty wide there. Now it's coming back together. See what Bitcoin's doing. Huh? Bitcoin's dropping again, huh? Sitting at 94,000. Well, it's a good thing that you guys can't hear that vibrating fan noise. It's driving me nuts. I guess it pays to have a good microphone, huh? That's directional, pointed at my face. Got some chop on the 5, chop on the 15. I fully expected today to be more of a sideways chop day, so I was hoping we'd get a couple good trades in before I got to leave, but so really right now I'm just waiting for power zone entries. And if I was going to continue trading today, that's probably what I would continue to look for, is just wait for those. Kevin Crawford, I became a subscriber over the weekend. Just heard about Cumulative Delta indicator on Saturday morning from a friend. Oh, nice. Did you hear about this Cumulative Delta that I'm using, or did you hear about the standard one? Because those are two very different indicators. The one by Zeiierman. Okay, nice. It is an excellent indicator. That's why it's pretty much the only one that I use. Obviously, I have a bunch of other junk on my screen, but a lot of times it's mostly just junk. If I could have just one indicator, that's the only one I would have, is the Cumulative Delta. So we did put in this lower high in this red zone. I'm just curious to see if there would have been any drawdown with that one for a short. Looks like an 80 tick stop would have worked on that one. Would have got the 31 points. But yeah, Kevin, if you're looking more about information on this specific indicator, check out the playbook that I wrote. There's a link up at the top of the screen and in the description. But I go in a good amount of depth in that playbook as far as like entry setups and exit setups. Schrodin, simple as it is, I like the ATR indicator you have. Yeah, I put that one together myself just to kind of gauge the, have more of an idea of the current market volatility. I mean, it makes it nice because you could just glance at that number and know whether or not, you need to increase or decrease your position size. or whether you need to stay out. Like right now, it's super high. It's 121, four times ATR. Like I just know from experience that 80 tick stop is going to be way too tiny for something like that. So you either gotta widen it up or just stay out. But yeah, I agree. It's nice having the ATR indicator. Well, and you guys have, I think, seen me experiment with that in the past, but there's just I just have a multiplier in here. By default, I have it set to 4, but I was experimenting the other day with like setting this to 12 and then using that number as a, did that not work? There it goes. So I just set it to 12 and now it's at 361. So I was using that number as a potential take profit target. So that would be ticks. So for example, so you got in a short here, you would target 300 and some. Look, it's gone over 400. So you definitely would have got your 370 or 360 or whatever out of that. Anyway, that's something that you could use and play around with if you wanted to. That's actually the original reason why I put that together. And then it just turned out that I ended up leaving it at 4, and I just started to get used to what that number looks like at 4. Man, the market's really dropping now, isn't it? Well, so much for that range. We broke out of that range. Yeah, power zone tap, but with that, with the size of those delta candles heading down the way they are, I don't know if I would take that one. We're not really in a range anymore. However, we could be building a broadening formation, and if that's the case, then yeah, we would be heading back up. You know, we potentially have something like this going on. So if this is the bottom of the broad, but see, that's the thing. You don't really have a reference point for the, I guess we did take out this low. That's all you really need to know to start building that broadening formation. As long as we take this low out, you just keep moving this down as far as it wants to go. But if you get a buy signal in this area, then yeah, theoretically, you can expect to maybe make it back up here. And there's that tick up. I don't know if you took that one, Jay-Waz, but looks like so far it's a winner. Definitely would have got 31 points already. I did not take it, but I don't know. This price action is really weird right now. But that would have been a winner. It's funny that now after I drew that in, you can see that once the price fell back inside, it came right up to that broadening formation line and then dropped, took out that low. If I would have had that drawn in there, I might have actually taken this lower high tick down right here. Interesting. We also got that pivot line down here at 461.75. I thought maybe that's what it was shooting for. It still might be working on it. Sean says, I use tick charts, 233. Do you use tick charts in TradingView? There was a time when I was really hoping that TradingView had tick charts and they didn't. And then I know that they introduced it later for like their professional plans or whatever. Which I don't have one of those plans. So I can't get tick charts in TradingView. I know they have tick charts in Quantower and a lot of other platforms. But what I would really like to see is I want to see the cumulative delta on a tick chart. I still have not really seen that. That actually might be pretty amazing. Let's use them in TradingView. Okay. Doesn't TradingView run inside TradingView? So wouldn't that mean that TradingView has to have tick charts? Or does TradingView have their own platform, like standalone platform? My dad really likes tick charts. He trades options. I'm not much of an options trader, only because I don't really fully understand all the stuff that he does. He does some pretty complicated stuff with options. One of these days, I'll probably get into that. I just like futures. They seem so much simpler to me. Well, it is 9:17. It doesn't look like I'm going to get another trade in here. I got to go run my daughter over to hockey, so I'll take a look at the charts after I get back. But if I don't see you guys, good luck. Tomorrow, like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to trade. Tomorrow's kind of a big question mark at the moment. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. So if I don't talk to you guys, Merry Christmas. And we'll see you later in the week then. All right. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you later.
Oh, wow. Look at that move. It's like one of those big Delta candles. I mean, who even trades those tiny candles anymore? I like big fat candles, I can't deny. When the Delta's green and riding high, when a chart spikes thick with a bullish wick, I'm glued to my screen, that's the trick. I want to bounce quick, can't let it go. Big Delta bars, let that volume show. I'm zooming out, yeah, that's my groove. Catching waves in a Delta move. Wanna trade slow? Nah, too tame. This market's got heat, I'm in the game. Delta skinny? not my taste. Fat candles are my happy place. Oh, traders, let me see that line. When the buyers push, I feel just fine. It's the fat move, no squeeze fake. I'm in this trend with no break. Got entries, stacking tall, no weak signals. I'm all in, y'all. Skinny candles just ain't for me. Big delta's my golden key. Sitting tight while volume pops. Green wave up won't make me stop. Short candles, nope, they're a bore. Give me fat deltas, I want more. Like those thick moves, yeah, yeah. I wanna break through, you know. Then hope and play, don't you fold. Big deltas fill the chart with might. Skinny moves don't make it right. Big fat candles, can't deny when the volume surges up so high. Skinny trades can take a seat. Big fat deltas are what I beat. Well, traders, let me see that life is good. I'm my happy delta. Skinny, not my taste. Fat candles are my happy place. Oh, traders, let me see that line. When the buyers push, I feel just fine. It's the fat move, no squeeze fake. I'm in this trend with no break. Got entries, stacking tall, no weak signals. I'm all in, y'all. Skinny candles just ain't for me. Big delta's my golden key. Big delta's my golden key. Sitting tight while volume pops. Green wave up won't make me stop. Short candles, nope, they're a bore. Give me fat deltas, I want more. Like those thick moves, yeah, yeah. I wanna break through, you know. And hold and play, don't you fold. Big deltas fill the chart with might. Skinny moves don't make it right. Like those thick moves, yeah, yeah. I wanna break through, you know. Then hold, then play, don't you fold. Big deltas fill the chart with might. Skinny moves don't